Hey, welcome back, or if you decide to just hop in on this lesson, welcome to the 15-minute Google Classroom series. Today we're going to look at Google Docs. So first of all, what is Google Docs? Google Docs is just a word process document. It is very similar to Microsoft Word or Apple Pages. You just use it to make a document. So how do you make a document? Now, first of all, you want to be in, let me come out of here. You want, you could start anywhere. There's a million ways to do everything, but you can start from Google Drive. Now, if you're in a site such as this that's not a Google site, that doesn't have your waffle up here, to get your waffle, you could always just go to google.com and then you can get to wherever you need to go in Google. So from there I can go to Drive. I have my Drive open twice, and it opens in a new tab. To start a new document, you can go New, Google Docs. I can either start a blank document or I could start it from a template. So if I go to blank document, it just, gives me a blank workspace. From a template, you get to see all of Google's templates in here. So you could check those out on your own. There's also this Rockville Center Schools. Right now, there are no templates in here. I'm not even sure how that gets populated. That's something I'm interested in, though, so I will check that out and let you know what I find. Now, you can also go to docs.google.com. That looks a little similar, but when you go to the main Google Docs page, you can either start blank, you could start from some of their most frequently used templates, or you can see the stuff that you've worked on previously. So what I'm going to do is just do a blank document. Now what you'll see, it looks like the old Word. I'm going to pause that for a minute. Sorry about that. So this looks like the old Word, where some people might even like this better because they didn't like the change over to the new Word to begin with. You have your menus, where you have your File menu, your Edit menu, View, Insert, Format tools. You get the idea. So what you're going to do, and this can be a very basic tutorial because I really want to get into sharing. That's the heart of this right here. So what you would do is you just start typing. So you put a title maybe on your document here. Oops. And then you would add your really interesting text here. And I have a little typo, so I'm going to right click or control click. And then to change everything, you highlight it, and you can either go to your format menu to change your text, or you could just use the toolbar up here for most of what you'd ever want to do. You could change your font. You could change your size. You get the idea. Bold, italics, underline, color. You get the idea. You could center it. You could also use, this is your line spacing. You'd have to have a whole block of text selected for that. You can make a numbered list. You can make a bulleted list. This is for tabs. So I think you will agree that this is all pretty similar. And also, you can insert images. You can either upload from your computer, oopsie, image, upload from your computer, and you see it's just like any other time you're going to insert an image. Or you can do a Google search right from within. So let's say Google Docs icon. And this is it right here. I click on it and I insert it, and there I go. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. I can, let me see. Let me go here. See, it's kind of stuck to me. I want to demo text wrap. So I am typing more text here. And then I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for you. Make this like 24. You see how this is stuck? It's so simple. I click on it. At the bottom it says text wrap. Now I'll wrap the text around my picture. When I have this selected, I have some stuff up here. One of the ones I will show you is the crop. So if you ever wanted to crop a picture, you could do it right in Google Docs as well. I know that makes no sense. Also has an undo, which is really nice. You also will notice that where it says title here, that's the first words that I put in my in my document, if I click Untitled Document, it's going to give me this as my file name. I could always change it up here if I wanted to. And then what else is nice, I can just pick a different place to save it up here, right from within my drive right here. But I'll leave it where it is. Okay, so now it has a nice title, and there we are. Now, what you can do once you have a beautiful document like this, you can go File, Download As. You can download it to your computer as Microsoft Word, the ones you'll probably use most often. Microsoft Word if you wanted to edit it on your computer without using Google Docs, or a PDF if you want to share it with somebody that they can see it on any kind of device. So what is the advantage to using Google Docs? Two things. First of all, when you use Word, you're not going to be able to access it from wherever you are. You're only going to be able to access it on the computer where you began it, unless you email a copy to yourself, and then you're dealing with multiple versions and things can get confused and which one was the one that I did last and which is the one I like best. So you're better off just using Docs for that purpose. And also you can collaborate, which is amazing, which is what I'll get into right now. So let's say I want to collaborate on this. Up here, oh, let me show you one more thing. File, when I say download as, let's say I want to do it as a PDF, it's going to pop it down to the bottom of my window here. If you're in Google Chrome, it's going to put it in your downloads folder. I picked the wrong thing, show and finder. Why isn't that doing it? Something weird is going on. Probably popping up behind. But it's going to your downloads folder. Oh, there it is. It was just a little slow. It's going to my downloads folder. I'll come back to Google Chrome here. And now, sharing. If I click the share icon, and we spoke about this a little bit when we did the drive overview in one of the pre-lessons. I can I can copy the link and then email it to someone. I can let them view, comment, or edit. I can also add people here. Now, my thought is to add colleagues so that you can collaborate. When you're working with students, you usually want to use Google Classroom. But for my purpose right here, I'm going to share this with a student account. You must share with somebody with a Rockville Center Google account. You can't share with anybody else. So let's say with this student, I'm going to allow her to edit, and I say send. And the title of this is title. And now I'm going to look at this from the student point of view. And I know this one is my student. So I'm coming here. If I go to my drive, I go to my waffle and my drive. And then from here, look, I have it in my quick access. If I go to shared with me, I have it in my shared with me too. So if I open this up and I say, see, it tells me I'm typing, this is the text added by the student account. Now, I'm in as the student here. I'm just going back and forth. And if you want to talk about managing multiple accounts, there is like a pre-lesson lesson on the site. Sorry, I'm losing my words a little bit. Then if I come back to my teacher account, I know this is my teacher account, it's here as well, which is pretty cool. Now, another really powerful feature here, File, Version History, See Version History. Now over here, I can see who made what edits, and it even color codes it for me. So all my student edits are in purple, all my teacher ones are in green here. And then if I had more people, it would be more colors. Now over here are my versions. Let's say I want to, here is the one I did at 829, and that's 836. So let's say I come here, and I'm going to name this version. Okay? Now up here is my newest version. So what I could do, I could either name this version, or I can even make a copy of a version. So all of your work is never lost. So if somebody completely makes a mess of one of your documents, you can always go back to version history to make a copy of one of the versions that you like better. Okay? So that is, and I'm coming back. Here's my Google Doc. It pops up in another window. I'm going to come here. That is how you share and collaborate. Now I want to talk to you about uploading Microsoft Word documents. So if I go to New and I say Google Docs, no, sorry. If I say New File Upload, sorry, I am then going to, on my desktop, I put a file called Original Word Document. So this is a document that's originally in Word. And what it does is I can either open it from here, it pulls it into my Google Drive, or I can go to Recent and it'll be there as well. So I open my document, and it says here, it's a little preview of it. I can't do anything in here. I'm trying to type. See, it's doing all sorts of weird stuff. I have to open it with Google Docs. Even if it's a Word document, I have to open it in an app that Google can manage the document with. So here I go to Google Docs. It is opening my Word document in Google Docs. And what's cool now, this is brand new. So I'm just starting to learn this and play around with this. This is keeping the Word document format, but allowing us to use all of the Google features. So my experience is when you're doing something that's a new feature, you might have some glitches happen, but what's supposed to happen here is you're supposed to be able to use all of the Google Doc features in this document, including collaboration, sharing, and version history. So what you can do, if you don't want to roll the dice and see, if you want to let other people work out the glitches, you could always save this as a Google Doc. Now, when you save it as a Google Doc, you know all those things are going to work for you. Okay? Now, you'll see up here that .docx is not up here anymore. It's on this one. So when I did that, it made two versions of that file for me. So let me show you. I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to come out of here. I go back to my drive. If I'm in Recent, you will see I have one that's a Google Doc and I have one that's a Word doc. Now this is all up to you. If you want to keep things in Word, you could do that. Or if you want, you can convert things to Google Docs and ensure that Google will be able to handle them well. If you do decide to keep them as just the Google Doc, I would get rid of this Word one just so you don't have any confusion, because it did actually make a copy of it for you. Okay, so now you have a couple of tasks for this lesson as well that's going to just lead you through what I did here and get you to practice using Google Docs. And as always, you can always email me if you have any questions. And next time, we're going to do something similar, but we're going to look at Google Slides. Okay? Hope you have a great week.